In this video, I will show you how to use the Excel days function along with some examples and important things to remember while using it. So let's get started. The days function returns the number of days between two dates. Here is the syntax of the days function. This function accepts two arguments, end date and start date. The days function returns a negative value if the end and start dates are reversed. For example, this days function returns 15 days because 25th January 2024 is 15 days after the start date 10th January 2024. If we specify the start date as the first argument and end date as the second argument, the days function returns a negative value. For example, this days function will return -5 because we reverse the arguments of the days function. Dates are serial numbers in Excel. We can directly subtract one date from another using the minus sign like this to get the difference in days instead of using the days function. The difference between this and using the days function is that the days function also allows us to specify the dates in string format. For example, in this days formula, I have specified the start and end dates as strings. It still works and gives us the difference in days. The days function may return num or value error in some cases. The days function returns the value error if the start or end date is not valid. For example, in this days formula, the start date is not a valid date, so it returns the value error. In addition to that, the days function returns the num error if the date argument is not a valid date serial number. For example, in this days formula, the end date -1 is a valid numeric value, but it is not a valid date serial number, so it returns the num error. In this Excel sheet, I have some product expiry dates in this column. Now I want to calculate the days remaining until the product expiry for all these products. To do that, I am going to use the days function. Here is the formula to calculate the days remaining until product expiry. Here I have mentioned the product expiry date as the first argument of the days function. To get the today's date, I have used the today function as the second argument of the days function. The days function will give us the difference in days between these two dates, and that will be the days remaining until expiry. As you can see, we now have the days remaining for all the products. Here in this Excel sheet, I have some employee birth dates in this column. Now I want to calculate the age in days for all these employees. To do that, I am going to use this formula. This time I have mentioned today's date as the first argument and birth date as the second argument of the days function to calculate age in days. As you can see, we now have the age in days for all the employees. Here in this Excel sheet, I have the project deadline date in this column. Now I want to calculate the days until the project deadline date. To calculate that, I am going to use the days function and mention the project deadline date as the first argument and today's date as the second argument. As you can see, we now have the days remaining until the project deadline. Since I have used the today function to get today's date instead of hard coding it, this Excel sheet will always show the updated remaining days whenever I open this Excel file. Watch these videos to learn more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.